Hey y'all, Shelby here, and welcome to day 3. This is our solar plexus chakra, yellow, and this is my favorite chakra to do yoga exercises to because we imagine this like yellow light right here at our solar plexus, and it is empowering and confidence boosting. It's just like a power pose. It just feels really good to expand upon. So we started with our root chakra, which is safety, and then we moved to our sacral chakra, which is pleasure, and then now we are moving to power. And I think one of the reasons that I like this one so much is that I think of it in the way of whatever is going on in our lives, whether, sometimes we don't have that safety. Sometimes we're not in the flow. Sometimes we don't have that pleasure. But whatever is going on in our lives, we have the power to make our own reality. So knowing that whatever is going on, that you can trust in yourself that you'll be okay. So let's get started in this seated position. Let's bring your hands over your solar plexus. And what that is, it's the space where the bottom of your ribs meet. So right here. So let's put one hand on top and then the other hand on top of that hand, sitting up really tall. We're still rooting down here. And start to lengthen out your breath. Big inhales. And exhales. In that space underneath our hands, we have a bright yellow shining light. And we have the confidence here, the trust in ourselves, that power within the light. Breathe it in. It's a good way to start the day. Or end the day, whenever you're doing this. Breathe that light in. Shining bright and yellow. Maybe it moves throughout your body if that feels good. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's bring your hands back behind you. Legs out in front. You can straighten one leg out and then the other if you need to from being crossed. Plant your hands, plant your feet, and lift your chest up towards the sky. So even if you can't get your hips off the ground, that's okay. Lift your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your hips down, drop your seat down. Hands come out beside you and lift your legs. We're coming to our boat pose. So you can have your feet down to the ground, hands down, or everything lifted up. Notice that yellow bright space. Notice how you want to curve out here. Lift it up. Gaze out and up. Breathe here. You can do it. One more inhale. Exhale, come forward, cross your legs, plant your hands. Come to your cat-cow in your tabletop. So inhale, drop your belly, gaze out and up. Exhale, round it out, let your head hang heavy, hang max. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round it out. A few more breaths here on your own. Make this movement big, make it exaggerated. Stretching out that chakra, that solar plexus, bringing attention and time and love to that space. One more inhale, arch it out, gaze out and up. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push back, downward facing dog. Let your heels melt down towards the ground. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. And exhale, bring your right foot all the way through, low lunge. Your back knee can be lifted or it can come down to the ground. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. So knee down or up, wherever you are at, your fingertips are charged, lifting you up. We're twisting from your midsection. Gaze can be down, out to the side, maybe up for more of a twist. Inhale and exhale. We're planting your left hand down. Right leg moves back for your side plank. You can bring your knees down to the ground, and it doesn't have to be one swift, graceful motion like that, okay? You can take a bunch of steps to get here. Remember, no one cares, no one's watching you, it's just us. Keep your hips lifted, and your core is fired up, so hug your belly in. Inhale, and exhale. We're coming to a forearm plank, so right arm down, left arm down. Forearm plank. Again, midsection is fired up. Core is engaged, hugging your belly in. Imagine that yellow light shining brightly. And it's gaining fire, it's gaining power as we move through these core exercises. Inhale, exhale, drop down to your belly. Point your toes. Bring your forearms parallel for our sphinx pose. Inhale and exhale here. We'll just slowly bring your hands back. Use your knees if you'd like. And we'll push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, left foot forward. Right hand down, left arm up to the sky. So back knee is lifted or it can come down to the ground. Inhale and exhale, lifting your left fingertips tall and high and powerful. We're not sinking into that right shoulder. Keep space in your neck. Inhale. Exhale, step back to your side plank. So knees can be down. You can come down to your elbows if that feels okay. You got this. Lifting your hips up. Belly is in. Inhale. Exhale, forearm plank. So as you guessed it, lots of core today because we're igniting that midsection. Feeling it fire up. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hips down. Point your toes, sphinx pose. Lifting your chin up a little bit taller. Forearms are parallel here. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale. Push it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, right foot comes forward. Inhale your right arm up to the sky for your twist. Next, inhale, come all the way up. A little bit of balance here. Woo! For our twisted crescent. Again, your back knee can be down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand down to the ground. Step back for your side plank. Maybe you lift a leg. Maybe you come down to your knee. Whatever you'd like. Inhale. Exhale. Drop it down, forearm plank. Lengthen out through the crown of your head, through your heels. Nice straight, long line of energy. Midsection is fired up. Imagine that light fueling the fire. You got it. Inhale. Exhale, drop it down. Forearm plank. Nope. Sphinx pose. Maybe close your eyes here for a breath. And we'll push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze towards the top of your mat. Exhale, left foot comes forward. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. One more breath here. Legs are hugged in. And inhale, rise up for our crescent twist. Right arm is reaching forward, left arm is reaching back. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to the ground. Step back. Side plank. Hips are lifted wherever you're at. Maybe you're down on your elbow, maybe you're down on your knee. Maybe you lift your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, forearm plank. This is our last forearm plank. You got it. Inhale, lengthen out. Hips are low. You can do it. Big breaths in and out through your nose. Can always come down to your knees if you need to. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hips down. Sphinx pose. Open it up. Drop it down. Come onto your hands and knees. Shake it out left to right. Let's tuck your toes under for our camel pose. So we'll start with your hands at your low back. And you can have your fingertips down, but if it feels okay on your wrist, bring your fingertips up like this. It's just more supporting to your low back. So our shoulders are rolling up and back. And then instead of thinking about just opening up your heart, I want you to think about lifting that power center, your solar plexus chakra, lifting it up. Maybe you gaze up towards the sky. Maybe bring one hand down, other arm up, or half camel, or full camel. Coming all the way back with both hands. Maybe your head moves back. Breathe wherever you're at. Let's slowly bring your hands back to your low back. Come all the way up. Point your toes and sit your hips back. Bring your palms face up in your lap. And let's just pause here for a moment. Breathing is probably pretty quick. Heart rate is up. That's good. You are working. Opening up here. Igniting that power. Let's come back into one more round of our camel. So you take your variation. We're lifting from your solar plexus, hands to low back, maybe half camel, maybe full camel. One more breath. We'll slowly rise out of it. Sit back. Whew. Palms are up. Close your eyes. slow down your breath. Big inhales. And exhales. Let's come to a seated position. Bring one hand at your solar plexus, the other hand on top. And just immediately notice that light underneath your palm. How bright it is. How yellow it is. How ignited it is. And remember that, like all the other chakras, it's always within you. It's always there for you to tap back into. And that is the point of all of these chakra poses and flows. We don't have to dive too deep in them if we don't want to. We are just connecting with ourselves again. Connecting with each part that deserves love. One more inhale. And exhale. I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here with me.